Have you ever pondered about how your personality type, specifically if you're an INFJ, influences your attachment style in relationships? In the intricate world of psychology, the INFJ personality type is a fascinating one, as rare as it is rich with depth and complexity. INFJs are known for their intuitive nature, their ability to understand others, and their desire for harmony. This introverted, intuitive, feeling and judging personality type is one of 16 Myers-Briggs types, and it's one that often leaves people intrigued, yet perplexed. INFJs are often described as the advocates, the dreamers, the idealists. They possess a unique combination of traits that allows them to see the world in a different light. Their passion for helping others, their deep sense of empathy, and their ability to see the bigger picture sets them apart. But as with any personality type, there's a duality. INFJs can be misjudged, misunderstood, and even underestimated, primarily because they tend to keep their rich inner world to themselves. Understanding personality types isn't just about putting people into boxes, far from it. It's about gaining insight into our own behaviors, our strengths and weaknesses, our motivations, and our fears. It's about understanding ourselves on a deeper level and using that knowledge to navigate through life more successfully. For INFJs, this self-understanding can shed light on their unique approach to relationships. Now let's add another layer to this intricate puzzle: attachment styles. These are patterns of how we think, feel, and behave in relationships, and they can play a significant role in how we interact with others. Let's uncover the mystery behind the term attachment style. Imagine attachment styles as the unique ways we relate to others, especially in close relationships. It's like the color of our emotional lenses, influencing how we view ourselves, others, and the world around us. First, we have secure attachment. This style is akin to a sturdy tree, rooted deeply into the earth, unshaken by the storms of life. If you're securely attached, you're comfortable with intimacy and independence. You're able to communicate your needs effectively and empathize with the needs of others. Next up is the anxious-preoccupied attachment. Picture a boat in turbulent waters, always seeking a safe harbor. If this resonates with you, you may often feel insecure and crave closeness, but worry that others might not reciprocate your feelings. Communication can be emotionally charged and intense. Then we have the dismissive avoidant attachment. Imagine a lone wolf preferring solitude over the company of the pack. If you identify with this style, you might value independence above all else, keeping others at arm's length. Communication tends to be more logical, less focused on emotions. Lastly, we look into the fearful avoidant attachment. This style is symbolized by a bird caught in a storm, wanting to land, but fearing to do so. If this speaks to you, you might desire close relationships, yet fear getting hurt. Your communication might fluctuate between emotional openness and defensive withdrawal. Understanding your attachment style can be an enlightening journey, shedding light on your patterns of interaction, emotional regulation, and self-perception. It's like finding a compass that points towards growth, healing, and seeking support. And remember, no style is better or worse. They are simply different paths on the journey of human connection. Now that we've understood the attachment styles, let's explore how they interact with the INFJ personality. As we delve deeper, you'll discover how these fascinating interplays shape the way INFJs navigate their relationships and their world. So let's continue the journey. Imagine being an INFJ with a secure attachment style. Picture it. You are the rarest of the personality types, an INFJ, and your attachment style is marked by comfort and ease. As a securely attached INFJ, your relationships are characterized by balance and harmony. You're not one to shy away from closeness or intimacy, and you form deep, meaningful connections with others. Your communication patterns reflect your inner security. You articulate your needs and emotions clearly and assertively, believing in the power of open dialogue. You're never afraid to express your feelings, and you listen with empathy when others share theirs. Your interactions are a dance of mutual respect and understanding. Emotionally, you are a beacon of stability. You handle your feelings with grace, acknowledging them without letting them control you. You understand that emotions are transient, and you're adept at navigating their ebbs and flows. When the seas get rough, your coping mechanisms come into play. You're adept at self-soothing, using introspection and mindfulness to maintain your equilibrium. Self-perception for you is an exercise in realism. You see yourself in a clear light, acknowledging your strengths while being aware of your weaknesses. You understand that you're a work in progress, and every day is a chance to grow and improve. Growth for you is a journey of self-discovery. You're always seeking to better understand yourself and the world around you. You crave knowledge, and you're constantly learning. And when the going gets tough, you're not afraid to seek support. You understand that everyone needs a helping hand sometimes, and you're not afraid to reach out when you need it. Being an INFJ with a secure attachment style means being balanced and stable. You navigate the world with ease, understanding that life is a dance of connection, growth, and self-understanding. You're a testament to the strength of secure attachment, and your journey is a beacon of hope for others. Securely attached INFJs are often balanced and stable, but what happens when anxiety enters the equation? This question takes us to our next topic, anxious-preoccupied attachment. But for now, let's celebrate the beauty of secure attachment and the strength it brings to our INFJ friends. What if an INFJ is constantly anxious about their relationships? This question takes us into the realm of the anxious-preoccupied attachment style. This is where an INFJ's inherent need for deep connections and their fear of abandonment come into a head-on collision, and it's quite the spectacle, I assure you. This personality type with an anxious-preoccupied attachment style often finds themselves in a paradox of sorts. They crave the depth of connection that comes with their personality type, yet they're constantly worried about losing these connections. It's like being trapped in a revolving door of wanting closeness but fearing abandonment. Their communication patterns, for instance, tend to be intense and emotionally charged. They might ask for reassurances often, or express their worries and fears openly. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, their openness can lead to stronger relationships built on trust and understanding. However, it can be a double-edged sword, as their anxieties might overwhelm their partners or friends, leading to the very disconnection they fear. This constant state of anxiety also affects how they regulate their emotions. They might struggle to keep their fears in check, leading to emotional outbursts or withdrawal. Their coping mechanisms might include seeking constant reassurances or overanalyzing their relationships. Their self-perception too is often tied to their relationships. They might see themselves through the lens of their connections with others, which can be both empowering and limiting. It can empower them to seek growth and healing, but also limit them by making them overly dependent on others for validation. What happens when an INFJ tends to dismiss or avoid close relationships? Imagine an INFJ, the rarest of personality types, known for their rich inner world, their empathy, and their intuitive grasp of the human condition. Now picture this INFJ developing a dismissive, avoidant attachment style. This is a type of attachment where individuals tend to prefer emotional self-sufficiency, often avoiding close personal relationships. They may come across as independent and self-reliant, but underneath, there's a deep-seated fear of rejection. This fear can manifest in an INFJ's relationships in intriguing ways. The INFJ's natural tendency to deeply connect with others might clash with their avoidance of emotional intimacy. They may keep people at arm's length, limiting the depth of their connections. Their relationships, as a result, may be characterized by a certain aloofness, an emotional distance that can be puzzling to their partners, friends, or family. Now consider the INFJ's self-perception. They are naturally introspective and self-aware. However, a dismissive avoidant attachment style can cloud this self-understanding. The INFJ might struggle with feelings of unworthiness, fearing that opening up to others will lead to rejection or disappointment. They may harbour a belief that they are better off alone, which can lead to a sense of isolation. But it's not all darkness. There's some light too. INFJs with a dismissive avoidant attachment style have coping mechanisms in their arsenal. They are often highly self-reliant, and their rich inner world can serve as a refuge. Moreover, their natural introspection can aid in recognizing and addressing their fears of closeness. The path to growth for INFJs with this attachment style lies in understanding and acknowledging their fears. It's about learning to trust and open up, to allow themselves to be vulnerable. The journey may be challenging, but it's an important step towards forming healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Imagine an INFJ caught in a cycle of desire and fear in relationships. This is the essence of fearful avoidant attachment, a pattern that can deeply influence the behavior and relationships of an INFJ. As the name suggests, fearful avoidant attachment is characterized by a simultaneous longing for intimacy and an overwhelming fear of getting too close. For the INFJ, one of the most intuitive and empathetic of all personality types, this can create a challenging paradox. They yearn for the deep connections they are so capable of forming, yet find themselves pulling away out of fear of rejection or loss. The emotional regulation of fearful avoidant INFJs can be a complex process. They may experience emotions intensely, but struggle to express them openly due to fear of vulnerability. This can lead to a pattern of suppressing emotions until they become overwhelming, causing emotional outbursts that may confuse or hurt others. Coping mechanisms for fearful avoidant INFJs often involve withdrawal and self-isolation. Despite their innate desire for connection, the fear of being hurt can lead them to create emotional walls. They may also overanalyze situations, attempting to predict and control outcomes to avoid potential pain. However, every attachment style, including fearful avoidant, presents opportunities for growth and healing. The first step for INFJs is recognizing and understanding their fears. Self-awareness is a powerful tool for INFJs, allowing them to leverage their natural introspection and empathy in a constructive way. Next, it's about learning to navigate emotions effectively. This might involve exploring healthier ways to communicate feelings, such as through art, journaling, or therapy. It's about finding a balance between protecting oneself and opening up to others. Lastly, seeking support can be a game changer. Whether it's from trusted friends, family, or a professional therapist, having someone to confide in can make the journey towards growth less daunting. Fearful avoidant INFJs may find relationships to be a rollercoaster ride, but understanding these dynamics can pave the way for growth and healing. Remember, no matter the attachment style, each INFJ has the potential to cultivate healthier relationships and a stronger sense of self. With awareness, courage, and support, the fearful avoidant INFJ can transform fear into a stepping stone towards emotional freedom. Understanding our attachment style isn't just about labeling ourselves, it's about growth. This journey of self-discovery we embark on, particularly for the unique INFJs among us, is less about fitting into boxes and more about understanding the roots of our behaviours, our emotions, and our interactions with others. Imagine our minds as gardens. The seeds of our attachment styles, planted early in life, have grown into complex plants that shape our garden's landscape. Just as a gardener must understand the nature of their plants to nurture them effectively, we too must understand our attachment styles to foster healthier relationships and personal growth. For the INFJs, your path is as unique as you are. Your deep sense of empathy, your intuitive understanding of others, and your desire for authentic connections are strengths to be nurtured. But remember, even the most beautiful gardens have their thorns. Recognize your tendencies towards perfectionism, your struggle with criticism, or your occasional withdrawal from the world not as flaws, but as areas for growth. As the philosopher Socrates once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." INFJs, your introspective nature is your ally in this journey. Your attachment style is a part of you, but it doesn't define you. It's a starting point, a signpost on the road to self-understanding. By acknowledging it, you've taken the first step on a path that leads to healthier relationships, improved emotional regulation, and a deeper understanding of your own worth. Remember, a garden doesn't grow overnight. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Seek support when you need it. And most importantly, never stop learning about yourself. As you journey towards understanding your unique INFJ personality within the context of your attachment style, remember to give yourself the same empathy and understanding you so readily offer to others. Remember, knowing yourself is the first step towards building healthier relationships and a more authentic life. We've journeyed through the world of INFJs and attachment styles, but what about you? Picture yourself in the landscape of your relationships. How do you connect with others? How do you respond in times of emotional stress? These are not just idle questions, but keys to unlocking a deeper understanding of who you are and how you navigate the world around you. Attachment styles aren't just academic concepts. They're living, breathing aspects of our relationships that shape our interactions, our self-perception, and even our emotional well-being. And like a compass, they can guide us towards healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Whether you're an INFJ or not, it's important to remember that understanding your attachment style isn't about labeling or defining yourself. It's about gaining insights into your patterns of relating to others. It's about recognizing your strengths and areas for growth. It's about embracing the wonderfully complex, enigmatic being that you are. You'll find that as you delve into your own attachment style, you'll start to see your relationships in a new light. You'll understand why certain patterns keep recurring, why certain interactions trigger strong emotions, and how you can foster healthier, more secure attachments. This journey of self-discovery and self-improvement isn't always easy. It can be challenging, even confronting at times, but it's also incredibly rewarding because understanding yourself in all your complexity and uniqueness is the first step towards being your authentic self. So, let's continue this journey together. Let's explore the fascinating world of personality types and attachment styles. Let's learn, grow, and navigate the labyrinth of human relationships with wisdom and empathy. What attachment style resonates most with you, whether you're an INFJ or not? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to download our free ebook from the link in the description. Subscribe for more insightful content, and we'll see you in the next video.